Desperate to find a better life, nearly 100 migrants were rescued by authorities in Niger in the past week, making their way to Europe. The migrants were abandoned by traffickers in the Sahara Desert while trying to cross into neighboring Libya. The West African country is a way station for migrants heading to Europe, and some experts believe that more African migrants are taking new routes.
We think
that the migrants have been exploring a new strategy, using alternative routes not far from traditional routes. Because they have to pass somewhere where they can access water, they have to stop somewhere in the desert. We think that the strategy is, for example, leave at night instead of during the daytime or very early in the morning, so that they have increased efforts to bypass the army or police, but unfortunately it comes at a greater risk as a result.
A growing number of African migrants passing through Libya have reported being traded in what they call slave markets before being held for ransom, forced labor, or sexual exploitation. The Global Initiative Against Transnational Organized Crimes estimates that migrant smuggling is worth up to $323 million a year in Libya.
I wouldn't even wish this journey for my worst enemy. It is a complete waste, because it has now turned into human trafficking. You pay drivers to take you, but they sell you to traffickers, who then put you in jail.
I spent a lot. People think that taking these illegal trips is cheaper, but it's more expensive and very risky. It's too expensive. Many people died in the truck I was traveling on. We saw it all.
European countries have promised Niger tens of millions of dollars to combat people smuggling. The International Organization for Migration says the number of migrants crossing Niger to reach Libya has declined since last year, largely due to a government crackdown.
The government has played its role, which is going to its partners in order to facilitate the voluntary repatriation of the migrants back to their countries. But at the same time, the government has decided that it will no longer tolerate impunity. You cannot profit from the sale of human beings by exposing them to danger, by abandoning them in the desert, and then come and live off money made out of illegal trafficking. The government has said no to that.
Despite the dangers of trying to reach Europe, many still continue to take the risk. Susan Mongeli, CGTN.